Well, guys, we got it running. Well, Travis got it running. I didn't get it running. And unfortunately, we got blowed head gasket. So it's going to be a tall feat to get this thing. What are you doing?
Well, so I got to thinking, and I can't leave you with potentially blown head gaskets.
Okay, so back up.
I can't leave you with potentially blown head gaskets. So we got to know. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull all the plugs out, and we're going to look at them and see if we can figure out what cylinder the problem is in. And based on the tailpipe, I'm guessing it's going to be this side. We're going to start there, but we'll pull all the plugs out. And then we're just going to troubleshoot, and we will keep you guys updated as we move along here.
So we're going to fix it now.
We're going to try to fix it.
Travis is here. It can be fixed.
No guarantees. We're going to try to fix it.
Travis is here to guarantee. All right, well, we're going to work all night long. So we'll keep you updated.
Okay, so what happened last night?
Well, the thing about it is, so I needed one little fitting that was something in regard to that. It don't matter what it is. So I proceed to go to O'Reilly's. I get to O'Reilly's, and there's old dude there. Him and his girlfriend are arguing, and she's talking about having big lips on her face because she's got some kind of shot, make her lips big. I don't know. I just said, look, man, I need this fitting. Oh, man, there should be over there. He didn't have a clue. So, all right, I proceed to go to Advanced. I go to Advanced, and they don't have it either. They're just sitting there just shooting the breeze, talking, and they have no idea. I'm like, screw it. I'm going to go to Lowe's, and I'm going to get some pipe thread, just a piece of pipe, little 1/8 MPT pipe, put in the back of it. I'll put the line over it. Go there, they got 1/4 inch. Nothing 1/8.
So, what you were looking for? Just like a barb fitting?
Just a barb fitting. So something like that that has a screw end on the other end. Just something just simple like a fuel line, and it was just frustrating. So I'm like, okay, I'll just make one. That's what I was thinking.
All right.
So then I call my buddy John. Hey man, you got one? He goes, man, go to Tractor Supply. They'll have it. Okay, I go to Tractor Supply. They had corn feed, but you know, they didn't have no fittings.
Okay.
So then I'm proceeding headed to John. And I'm just cruising on along, and all of a sudden there's blue lights. I'm going 50 to 35. I'm like, oh, this is fantastic. This is going to make this week even better. So the lady walks up, pretty lady, walks up to the window, and I'm like, dang, has anybody ever asked you to handcuff them? And she just starts dying laughing. And I saw it on TikTok. That's why I did it. And she's like, look, you're just getting a warning because my boss makes me do 2 stops an hour. I was like, okay, that sounds great. And so then I proceeded to go to John's house and get a fitting that I ended up not needing at all in general.
So all this to find a fitting.
All this to find one fitting.
All right. So now I guess we're going to see if we can figure out how to make this little, it's a 302, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not a Ford guy, so he said I know what I'm doing, but I don't know that I know what I'm doing. We're just going to try to fumble through this and see if we can make this thing run.
I'll fumble through it. I can't make it run.
All right, so here's what we got. We pulled all the plugs out. I wrote on the bench. You probably can't see it, but I can see it. We got 1 through 4, 5 through 7. And if you look, all these plugs are pretty dirty. And these were new, but he was having some fuel problems, so that's why it looks like it's running so rich. But number 5 is, I mean, it's pretty clean. It's way cleaner than the rest of them. So we're gonna go over to the car, and I guarantee you're not gonna be able to see it, but we're gonna try to show you. If you look down in the spark plug hole for number 5 down there, I don't know if he's gonna be able to try to get the light and the camera. There you kind of can see it a little bit. You have to take my word for it. The top of that piston is clean, so that tells me that where the water is getting into the engine, it's pressure washed or steam cleaned that number 5 cylinder. So we're going to go ahead and rip the intake off and get this head off. And what we're hoping to find is a bad head gasket, not a cracked head. But we'll update you guys once we get the head off of it. All right, Chuck, tell them what we found.
Blowed head gaskets. Just one of them, though, I think, possibly. What do you think? I think
well,
this one.
Nothing is terrible. It's not as bad as we were expecting, but it's bad enough that we're hoping that we're gonna we already got this head cleaned up, got all the stuff scraped off it, checked it, it's flat. So we're gonna get this head cleaned up, make sure it's flat, and then put it back together. And potentially, we're actually doing a live right now, and somebody on live said that because there's a little RTV on the intake gasket, that can cause 4 intake gaskets to leak. So potentially some of the water was coming from there, and then we had a slightly blown head gasket around the number 5 and 6 cylinder, so maybe some of the water was going there. Not 100% sure. There was no real tail like burn hole in the fire ring or anything, but it wasn't great, so it'll be good now when we put it back together.
So a little update. We checked the heads. The heads are good. We did have blowed head gaskets, but you know that now. So we're about to put it all together. So it's coming along pretty good. I think we're about to throw the heads on it. Travis is checking the cylinder walls, make sure there ain't no cracks or anything like that. But it's going on pretty good. Just a little update. This thing's going gambling this weekend. It's gonna happen. And then me and Travis gonna do this again. It's gonna be a reunion every other couple weeks.